Hey guys, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I am AUJHA. This is going to be the general reading for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising for March 2022. I'm reading with the New Orleans Oracle today and also reading with the Muse Tarot. If you are new to my page or to my channel, go on and hit the little plus button, hit the little like or the heart button for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's go on and get into your reading. I'm going to be pulling some cards on the overall energy for you guys for this month. I'm also going to be pulling cards on any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during March, and looking at finances and career, and also what's popping in the love department for you guys. And as always, a little soul message, something quick for you to take away with you from this spread, okay? So let's see what is popping. What is popping? Let's see what's popping for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising for March of 2022. What is the overall energy for people with these Taurus placements? Let's go on and cut. All right, Taurus. For March of 2022, your overall energy is spiritual teaching. That is interesting. Okay, so you guys, this is looking like it is about to be a month of enlightenment for you. I want to speak very quickly to the numerology on this card. You've got 29, and 29 breaks down to 11, which is a master number. And so with that master number energy comes the energy of enlightenment, of healing. Also, there is this energy of spiritual creativity, if that makes sense. So for the month of March, Taurus, and I'm not surprised because you're creeping up on the end of your rotation around the sun. So this is typically around the time when people start to become very reflective and they start thinking about all of the things that have transpired over the course of the past year. And that's pretty much what's happening for you during this month, Taurus. You're in a very reflective space, and I get that this is going to be a very introspective time for you too, kind of a quiet month for you guys, if that makes sense. I want to speak to the imagery on this card too. This is a labyrinth, and for anybody that doesn't know or hasn't ever walked one, it looks like a maze, but there's no exit to the maze. You have to walk. There's only one entrance. You walk into the labyrinth and you follow the one path, and what you're supposed to do is meditate and think on things as you walk through the labyrinth, and then you make it to the center. And so the journey is to go within to get what you need to come back out into the world with all of these new perspectives and all of this new insight. And so you're kind of on this labyrinth journey for the month of March, Taurus. I get the sense that you'll be thinking about your current situations, your career, your current relationships, the way that you interact with people, the way that your energy is. I get that this is just a time where you're really going to start thinking about the things that you want to cut out and the things that you want to improve, okay? And with that being said, because you do have that master number energy of enlightenment, with it being 11, and for those of you guys that are not hip to numerology, just again speaking to it, when we're speaking in numerology, we break the number that we're looking at down into a single digit unless it stops at 11, 22, or 33. And so 29 goes to 11. So you've got this energy of enlightenment. So over the course of the month of March, Taurus, I wouldn't be surprised if certain situations pop up or certain conversations pop up that really kind of trigger things for you, that start making you think about major changes that you need to make in your life. And also, I mentioned the word trigger. Some of these triggers are going to be popping up because there are things that you are still carrying around on your heart, or that you have picked up, or that have just remained as like dense energetic debris within your auric field that you do need to work through during this month. So again, tap into that labyrinth energy and go with it and figure out what needs to be adjusted so that you can incorporate that into what you've got going on now, okay? All right, let's pull the next card for you. And this one is going to be looking at any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during the month of March for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are just tuning in, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, go on and hit that little plus button for me if you like free tarot readings, because I put up free tarot readings all the time. All right, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. What challenges or obstacles might be popping up over this month for you guys? Let's cut. Challenges and obstacles, March 2022. You got the 5 of Voices. Okay. And that one is a very clear cut. That one came in very clear for me. Okay, so Taurus, here's the thing. You guys are Venusian energy. You're ruled by Venus. Well, you know, depending on how your chart is set up, but you carry a lot of Venusian energy within you. And unfortunately, Venusian energy is passive. And listen, I can talk about that because I am a whole Cancer. I am ruled by the moon. I know a lot about some passive energy. Okay. And you guys are very similar to Cancer, but just on the earth front. Okay. So what I get with this card, 5 of Voices, 5 of Swords, what I get with this card, this is the element of communication and perspective and of your mental. As you are going through this spiritual process and you're coming into these conversations and these trigger points and these things that you have to work through, there's going to be people talking to you. You're going to be seeing things, reading things. Something might pop up on the internet and you might be like, oh my gosh, was that a message for me? It's not all for you, okay? But some of these things are triggering and some of these things are just extra noise, okay? This is a time in which you need to communicate with yourself. This is not a time to consider what other people have to tell you. This is not a, well, what do you think I should do type of energy for the month of March for you guys. This is a, what do I want to do? And does what you just told me fall into alignment with the path that I'm on? And is what you just told me going to be beneficial once I make it into the center of this labyrinth energy? And that's what you guys really need to think about throughout this month. As far as your challenges and obstacles are going, Taurus, my only message for you guys there for the month of March is to just be mindful of the advice and the suggestions that are coming your way. Keep in mind that advice comes from a place of experience. People, and it doesn't come with malicious intention, but people typically only give you advice based off of what they've experienced. And sometimes it's just not relevant. So you need to be able to decipher what's relevant to your experience during this month and what's not. And if it's not, you could put it in your pocket for a later time, or you could, toss it, just say thank you and keep it pushing. But this is not a month in which you need to take a whole bunch of outside external influences into consideration. This is a month in which you really need to focus on what it is that you want and what it is that you need, Taurus. And I know you guys being ruled by Venus are all about generosity and making people feel good and making people happy, but you need to tap into your neighboring signs energy, Aries, and be a little selfish this month, because this month is about you and you getting right within yourself, okay? All right, let's get into the next couple of cards, and we are going to pull on finances and career, Taurus, Sun, Taurus, Moon, and Taurus rising. What is popping as far as the money goes and as far as the jobs go for the month of March for people with these Taurus placements? Hey to the people that just popped in. I'll be trying to hop on here when people are online, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I'm about to sound like Ned Flanders. I don't know diddly squat about these TikTok algorithms. So here I am. I don't know if this is a good time, but hey to y'all that have popped in. Thank you for tuning in. I am getting ready to pull cards on finances and career for the month of March for people with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. And if you missed the first part of the video, you can catch the replay on YouTube on my channel, which is SunshinehazeCo Astrology and Tarot. Ace of Voices. Ooh, okay. That's good. And the Knight of Voices. Those are good cards. That doesn't give me a lot of tangible money. So I think this message is more to career. I keep it very honest in my spreads. As far as the money goes, I'm not getting a lot of messages, especially not any messages like, oh, you're about to get a whole bunch of money coming in. What I do get, though, is that you are going to get opportunities coming in this month that could set you up for in the future making money or creating more opportunities that bring an abundance for yourself. But speaking to, I think, so this is more to career, and this could be for people who have their own businesses or people who are in the work field, okay? You got the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords, and you've also got the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords. And so the energy that I'm picking up there, you guys, is Taurus. And especially with that spiritual teaching, that labyrinth going within, figuring out what you need and what you want and all the things that need to be adjusted, energy popping up for you over the month of, why do I want to say August? We're talking about March, popping up for you guys over the month of March. There is some clarity coming in for you with this Ace of Voices card, okay? Clarity for you as far as what path you need to take, what type of opportunities you need to be going for, the ways in which you need to be presenting yourself and be presenting your work. Like, I'm so far, because we're talking about swords here, this is communication too. So far as like, you know, what's your resume looking like? Is it still old school? Have you updated it? Does it look more modern? You know, do you have a cover letter? Do you have a general cover letter? How are you speaking in these interviews? How are you presenting your products when you're going out there trying to put them into these stores? You got to start really looking at the way that things are going and gain clarity in those areas. And it is coming in for you during this month. So my message with that, Taurus, is when you get the clarity, and now I'm about to come at you guys in your energy. Y'all know that, Taurus, on the shadow side, we be calling you guys out for being lazy. When you get this clarity, Taurus, don't just sit on it. When you figure out what it is that you need to do, start making moves. We're in a month with a lot of direct energy. We don't have retrogrades happening right now. So take advantage of this and start moving towards the things that will bring you success and abundance in the future, okay? With the Knight of Voices card, the Knight of Swords, there is a message of a possible opportunity coming in for you. And what I get, Taurus, is that this opportunity may not look all that. I am getting this energy of like possibly somebody coming to you like, would you like to intern or would you like to volunteer? And it's something that you have a whole bunch of skill in. And for some of you, this might be a specific storyline. For some of you, take that opportunity. Even though it doesn't look like it has the monetary value that you're looking for, eventually it will, or it's going to either put you in communication with somebody or put your work on the forefront to where you actually start bringing in the following or the funds that you need. And I think that was a very specific storyline. So one of you, that might have been for one of you that just popped in here. Somebody is it's literally gonna be a situation in which one of you, you're gonna be like, well, I got this idea and I need somebody to do X, Y, and Z, and you're gonna be sitting there waiting for them to quote a price, and then they're gonna be like, oh no, it's a startup. It's all free, and you're gonna be like, no. But reconsider, and Taurus, don't spread yourself thin. Now, don't just be like, yeah, I'll do A through Z for you, and you're gonna give me $0. You could be like, oh, I could contribute here maybe once every couple of weeks, and that little bit of whatever it is that you put in is gonna open some doors for you. I will say that, okay? Another thing with these voices because I did pull 2 swords cards in the position of your career and finance. Some of you may need to start looking into communication or careers in the communications field. And that could be starting a podcast. That could be, just getting online and becoming like an influencer and using your social media to sell people's products and stuff and just making passive income. Some of you might be talented writers. You might need to start doing content writing or sending out for writers positions. Some of you might have to do something in the literary fields. They need a lot of teachers right now. There's a lot of stuff going on with education, and there's a lot of remote teaching jobs. Some of you might get some success teaching like a language arts or a writing or creative writing class. So just keep that in mind. That's all I got for finances and career. Let's get into what's popping on the love front for you guys during this month, okay? Hey, to those of you just popping in, if you are new here and you like free tarot, do me a favor and hit that little plus button. Because I put up free readings all the time. I also put up astrology content, spiritual, holistic wellness stuff. All the things to help you live your best life. What is popping for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising on the love front for March of 2022? Let's cut. And I'm going to pull these cards. This is just generally speaking love overall for singles and people in relationships. If you're interested in a personal reading for your relationship or for your love life, I do offer those, and you can book with me through the link in my profile, okay? All right, you got the, all right, Taurus, in the star. Okay. All right, so the 2 of Voices, it always goes, it could go left or right, and it went right. So I like that. Okay, Taurus, here's the thing. Some of you have some tough decisions to make during this month. Remember, spiritual teaching, going within, enlightenment, being triggered, seeing what needs to be cut out. I did get that message right off the bat with the 2 of Voices. That's the 2 of Swords. And one of my go-to phrases for this card is there's something that you need to cut out. This is also a card of indecisiveness. So Taurus, some of you might be in some situations, whether you are single or in a relationship, in which your heartstrings are being tugged in different directions. And listen, I am a water sign, so I'm like, ooh, what's poppin'? Do it. But to keep it real, you may be in a position during this month in which you might come across a soulmate, and I believe we have several soulmates. You might come across a soulmate and then turn around 3 days later and you meet another soulmate and you're like, oh my gosh, well, I was about to do this with so-and-so, but now I want to do this with you, but I kind of want to do it with the both of y'all. You have a decision to make during this month. You have the star here. So Taurus, I'm going to give you just a very blatant message. Do what makes you feel good. And you can take that for however you listen. If you do the things with the both or the three or the four or all of them, and one of them makes you feel better in the things and also just in general, that's the decision that you need to make. And I hope that y'all caught that, because TikTok be playing and they be trying to flag me. So I be talking in codes. So I hope y'all know what I mean. The star card, this is a card of hope. So I also get, as far as the love department goes, especially Taurus, for those of you, and this is another message that may be specific for those of you guys that have been in relationships in which there hasn't been anything that has happened that has hurt you or anything. It's just been feeling like the spark has died down. During this month, you are definitely going to have some communications with your partner, but those conversations are going to put you guys into that space of that star energy, which is positive and really good for relationships, okay? And for those of you that are single, this just points to being in a space where you might really be feeling love during this month. There's just a little bit of chaos and craziness because you are a hot topic this month, Taurus, and that's okay. It's about to be springtime. Everybody's hot. We want to be outside and we want to be cute. So and y'all are the Venus people, so I know y'all finna be cute. So people are gonna be going after you. Just as you're making your decisions during this month, you need to go with what makes your heart happy, okay? All right, let's pull your last card. This is going to be your soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread. What is the soul message for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising for the month of March? And if you're just tuning in, if you missed most of the reading, I will put the replay up on my YouTube channel, SunshinehazeCo Astrology and Tarot. Okay, should be up there either tonight or tomorrow or the next day. Soul message, Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising, March 2022. And cut. And thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate y'all. New beginnings. I like new beginnings, but pertaining to y'all's spread, I understand that these new beginnings might not necessarily come in the light that you want them to. But this card popping up at the end of your spread comes with a very important message to say, Taurus, you have got to tap out of your shadow earth energy, come out of that stubbornness, come out of that I want to stay in my comfort zone, in my blankets on the couch, in my own space, in my solitude. And you have to allow these changes that are coming in for you to come in. You have a lot of enlightenment and a lot of understanding and epiphanies and realizations and growth coming in for you during this month. And when that happens, it doesn't happen for you to just remain in the same spaces. When your energy ascends, that means that you need to ascend into different spaces and places as well. And that's why you have all of these things popping off for you in all of these areas and all these decisions and things to do, right? That's because you have a new chapter coming in. And you do. Like I said, you guys are literally wrapping up your year, and right now is the time in which you prepare for that new rotation around the sun, okay? And that's all I got for you. I hope that those messages found you guys well. If you enjoyed the spread, do me a favor and hit the little heart button, the plus button if you like free tarot. I do put up free readings all the time. If you're interested in booking your own personal spread, you can do so with me through the link in my profile, okay? Who's that? A Suave. If you have a personal question, do me a favor, love. Go over to my profile. Click on that link. I offer several different spreads. One of those in there should jump out at you, and you can book with me, and I will be more than happy to answer that question for you. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. Alrighty, guys. I am just lollygagging right now because I just mixed my whole deck up. Thank you for tuning in. The reading, I'm done with your reading. Thanks for tuning in, Taurus. Peace and love and blessings to you guys. Happy Sunday.